What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. And what we're going to be talking about today is the best way to use your training points and how to make sure that you're using it on the right players. But before we get into that, I have to buy a pack from the store, and I want to see if my pack luck is glitchy. A lot of you guys are tweeting me crazy gold player packs that are just outrageous. So let's go ahead and see what's really Gucci right now. Go ahead. It's gold? All right, it's gold. Whatever. So I'm not as lucky as you guys. It's all good. All right, so anyway, as we get back into what we've been doing, right, this is what we're going to be talking about today. The players that I've chosen to power up. Why did I choose to power them up? Now, not only do the power-ups matter tremendously, it's also the chems that you add to it, all right? So the power-up simply put, it just makes your player that much better. Let's use Vic as an example. Why would I power Vic up, okay? Let's look at what's going on right now. 89 speed, 91 throw power. Let's just use those two attributes as a stat, as a starting point for why he was actually updated, right? Or powered up. Let's go to where he started. 80 and 81. Okay? 80 and 81 to 89 and 91. Okay, that's in a nutshell what powering up does. Now, the values of how much it costs, is it worth it, what's going on with it, which players should you power up? Very, very interesting question. We've been having debates about Michael Vick versus Steve Young, Carson Wentz, whatever like that. In my opinion, right now in Madden 19, Michael Vick is the best quarterback in the game. Is he going to overthrow passes every single chance he gets? Probably. Is he an idiot? Yes. But he's still the best QB in the game because every quarterback is going to make those same decisions. They're going to make the same throws. It's just something that's been going on since Madden 16 after the first patch. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's going to be fixed. I don't know, okay? All I'm telling you is that there's certain things that go on within the game that's been happening over the last 3 years. It's gotten a little bit better in 19, but most of those things are still there. Okay, now that we've gotten that out the way and we understand that every quarterback at some point is going to be an idiot, we have to figure out who's going to be the best idiot. That's pretty much what you're doing at the quarterback position. In my opinion, for what I need, Michael Vick gives me the most. Okay, 91 break sack, throw accuracy deep, throw on the run, throw accuracy short, mid, all that stuff. He gives me the best chance, okay? Because if dudes come out playing Sagdi, I know I can take off with him. I can make big runs. I also know we can throw the ball pretty heftily. You know what I'm saying? Right here is showing his throw power at 91. His throw power is, in fact, a 94. What does that mean? That means that I've used the go deep chemistry and I have him at tier 6 and he's ready to go. So that additional chem has been added. How do you see it? You simply press the button and it'll show you the upgraded attributes right on the card. Okay, so I've shown you guys exactly why I chose to use my training points on Mike Vick, because the impact on my team is huge from this one player. Okay, the impact is huge. So you have to understand that depending on which route you go, how you want your team to work. I don't even run the read option. I don't run a read option scheme with Mike Vick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys are utilizing him as a read options player, QB, whatever. I don't even use him for that aspect. He's a straight passer, straight throwing dots, straight lobs, straight stuff like that, okay? But I chose to use a decent amount of my training points on him because he's necessary for what my team does. He's necessary because he can get the ball to Tyreek Hill on the streak, and he can run, and also Randy Moss as well, but he can get the ball out. Okay, now we had a debate about the way Cam Newton throws it versus the way he throws it. Some of you guys are saying because Cam Newton is taller, that's why it's happening. It doesn't really matter to me. For the most part, Michael Vick is able to make every throw. But like I said, when you really need him, he's going to throw the ball to the defender. Deal with it. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Life goes on. But at the end of the day, I don't regret powering him up. Keep in mind, though, guys, that you can still strip him of all his training points, get rid of his cards, sell him, and go someplace else. If Mike Vick is doing some wild things to you, you don't have to remain utilizing his card. Just keep that in mind, because a lot of you guys feel like you're trapped, but you're not, though. You're not trapped. There is absolutely no reason for you to feel like you're trapped because it's not true. You can simply go back to it and start taking away from the card. You click on it, okay? Well, not with the X button to see that. You click on it with either square, or if you're on the Xbox One X, you press the X button, you look at it, and then you can just simply press the button and you can start taking away the chems. It's going to ask you what you want to do. Just don't make a mistake and press it and lose training and stuff like that, because I've seen guys do that and you lose a lot of training because you only get back half. All right? Now, that's the primary position as far as skill set, skill maker, whatever, however you want to do it. You need a good quarterback in the game. All right? You obviously have to have receivers to throw the ball to. So I had no issue powering up Randy Moss or Tyreek Hill. Some of you guys are asking me, was Randy Moss worth it? Are you serious? Bro, listen, the dude is a monster. Not only that, if you start going wild and adding, the Vikings players and giving them additional speed, it becomes a real nightmare for your opponent. Now, he's only, I believe, a 91 speed, right? Yeah. Meanwhile, Tyreek Hill is a 92. But there's so many different ways to add additional speed. You can give him this, I don't think this guy does he get a physical, Kim? He probably does, Tyreek Hill. I think we could put Sprinter on him also. But there's different ways to add speed to the players. I'm just pointing that out so you guys can understand exactly, what the situation is with that. So the players can become a lot faster, quicker in Madden 19 by just going over to them, checking out the upgrade situation, going over the chemistry, and you should be able to add a physical, but the Sprinter costs 1,000. You get 10 players that are sprinters, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get the +1 speed, and you go from there. All right? So that's something to keep in mind. But, bro, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. That's 1,000 right there. So you need 10,000 training points, bro. So that's going to be roughly around 700, 800K, depending on how you snipe the auction house with it and how you make out. All right? So you got the quarterback, you got the wide receivers. Your O-line is a must upgrade, okay? A must upgrade. I recommend the Cowboys 3. Left tackle, center, right guard. I recommend that. You don't have to use them. You can do whatever you want. I really like Batonio. Joel Batonio. I really like him. Some of you guys like Asameli, whatever his name is. It sounded like I just said I Smelly, but don't worry about it. Asameli, or however you say his name from the Raiders, you guys can go with that guy, okay? Lane Johnson has been a goon, and he's primarily a goon because of his speed. So if you run a lot of pitch plays, this guy is excellent for you. Okay, this is the guy that is going to get out for the block. The guy that I had before, he was a bum. The video is on this playlist. The guy sucked. He was very, very slow. He couldn't get out there in front to block, and it cost me a lot of games. But don't worry about that. These players are essential. Okay, now these are O-line is so important this year. Like, let me just put it like this: if dudes are playing SAGD, right, you'll have like a million years in the pocket. If this exact line right here. I had dudes come out playing SAGD, rushing 2, rushing 3, and I sat in the pocket forever till I made a read. That I have to give EA Sports credit for. Sometimes one guy will slip through, and it's ridiculous, but it happens. That's not going to happen on a regular basis, though. I just want to make sure I point that out. That situation is not normal. That's not a normal thing that's going on. Okay? So when you think about it along those lines, it's not something that's going to be a regular happening for your team. It's going to be a situation that sometimes a guy's just going to come out. You're not going to realize he's on aggressive. You're not going to fake hike, and he's just going to ramrod you with 2 guys. That's fine. But for the most part, these guys right here powered up, you're going to have a pretty good time. Okay, you're going to have a pretty good time with the way everything works out. All right? Tight end, I'm not really worried about that right now because other than Gronk or maybe – and Kelsey's kind of garbage too. But Greg Olsen, I've been hearing really, really good things about as far as that, but I'm not ready to splurge $400K on a tight end. I'm not doing that. Okay, now training points. The training points, Anthony Barr, right? This is the situation that's happening. People are still asking me, is Anthony Barr worth it? Every person that you user is not getting animations. It doesn't matter. When it comes to the linebacker and the lurk, it's just something that's going on with the game. You're not getting every animation like you used to. Okay, so that's a situation that we're going to have to tackle at another time. But I still utilize Barr because even though he doesn't react and the ball gets thrown right through his face, he's still Anthony Barr. He's still my best user. Doesn't matter who I've used other players. Nobody jumps. Meanwhile, you're running to an idiot that'll jump through the stadium and pick you off. Just the way the game goes. It is what it is. Okay? Now, Sean Taylor, absolutely 100% worth the power up. Okay? This guy, in my opinion, is probably the best free safety in the game. It could be a little bit biased. I don't know, exactly what makes him so good because if you look at some of his stats, some of them are not as good. Zone coverage only at 87, stuff like that, play rec, whatever. His awareness only 88. He has chemmed up a little bit with a lockdown a little bit, but he's not maxed out. A lot of people, they're like, how does this guy come down and play that route like that? I don't know, bro. It's Sean Taylor. I don't know what to say to you, but I'm very, very satisfied with the upgrade for this guy. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you guys understand with the fact that attributes do matter and there's a lot of things that are very important to the game. This guy is also very important to your squad if you were to choose him as a player to use your training points on, okay, as far as the power-up. Berry is not going anywhere. I appreciate you guys telling me all this other stuff. Oh, yo, bro, he's not the best strong safety. This guy, bro, I don't care. Bro, it's Barry. It's Barry. I want my Barry back ribs. Like, bro, Barry is staying here. He's not going anywhere. If you want whoever you want, bro, go for it. Listen, again, whoever you feel works the best for you, stick with that player. I'm not here to debate you on who the better player is. I'm just telling you who makes plays for me. That's what my situation is. That's why you guys ask me. If Barry has 90 zone right now, as his card gets upgraded and we see how zone reacts in this game, he's going to be a problem. I understand that there's cards that are faster than him, people that are, you may think are better, but he works very, very well for me. And that's pretty much what it is. Okay? Now, you may notice that only Ladder Daddy is powered up. I love me some Ladder Daddy. You know what I'm saying, bro? If you don't want to go Ladder Daddy or Ladder Goat, aka Ladder Baby, whatever you want to do, that's on you. But he's my poor man, like, Jalen Ramsey right now. Even though if I had to choose right now, after Jalen Ramsey, I'm picking Lattimore. Yeah, I know about the guy from the Chargers that got hurt. I know about all these other idiots. I don't care about them. I'm taking Ladder Daddy. Joey Bosa, goon. Do I need to say anything else about this guy? This guy will be at your mom's house tonight when you're playing Madden, bro. He is a savage, all right? Savage. Pure savage. I'm letting you know that right now. He is absolutely worth the points. And then some of you guys have asked, Gmi, I didn't choose him in the campaign. How do I get that? You can add the training. If you didn't choose him in the campaign solos, you can add training to him. Okay? And you could clearly see that I have no chems on my guys right now because I'm trying to figure out, am I going pass rush for my defender? I don't know what I'm doing yet. More than likely, I'm going to go pass rush, though. I think I'm probably going to go pass rush so I can add the finesse moves and all the other stuff to it. But I haven't chosen it yet. I could easily add lockdown to everybody and just see what goes on because it adds play rec and all that stuff like that. And maybe these guys are souped up enough so that I don't need anything. But I'm thinking I should use at least 2 chems. So it's more than likely going to be pass rush. And I'm going to have lockdown for my secondary. But that's where I am right now. So Bosa is a great way to use your training points. Pretty much this guy Fletcher, yo, I got rid of him. I don't know if a lot of you guys don't follow me on Twitch. You guys should definitely go over there, twitch.tv/GmiasWorld. We were talking about Fletcher. I got rid of him, and I saw an immediate change in my D-line, okay? I'm letting you guys understand that because he's a really, really good D tackle, and he's definitely worth the power-up. I'm just going to let you guys know that right now. Whichever way you choose to go with it, that's on you, but he's a very, very good D tackle. Ndamukong Suh is also really good, but this guy is good, okay? So if you're going to ask me about that, right away I'll let you know, bro. The dude's a goon. Bruce Smith, he handles his business. Very, very good on inside zone runs to his side, which is why I always keep him on the left side of the screen. Even though he's the right end, you know what I'm saying? I could flip him whatever, but I keep him on the left side, which is the right end position if you flip it, but that's the side he plays on. Very, very good for that. Okay, just so you understand, the dudes run inside zone and Bruce Smith is there. It doesn't matter. They're not getting past him. Sometimes they may get, freaky animations, but he's very, very good with that. So I like what he's become as far as the power-up situation. All right? That's primarily the guys that I have right now. Who am I looking for in the future? Right now, my D-line is pretty good the way I want it, okay? My corners, I could upgrade. I need a left outside linebacker that I'm going to be looking for very soon, and that's pretty much what I'm looking for. But I like my corners right now. Even though a lot of you guys have an issue with Jair Alexander, he's balled out for me. Ladder Daddy puts in work, so, like I said, I can upgrade and get better, but left outside linebacker is probably what I'm looking at for my next upgrade. Maybe Anthony Barr might have to go. I don't know, depending on what goes on. But I will tell you this. The power-ups that I suggested to you, you won't go wrong with them. And even if you do, get rid of it. Break it down, get half your training points back, and start over. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Just let me know how you're making out. Leave a question, leave a comment. You guys know you can tweet me at GmiasWorld. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.